My name is Alexis Berry, and this is a video of a fitness appraisal completed on the 20th of July 2022. Part 2, because I accidentally stopped the video. So we're just gonna discuss the results of the tests that we did and what that means for you continuing on with the exercise program. So start with the postural assessment results. So I noticed a couple things to do with your shoulder blades. I noticed that they're a bit rounded when standing in this. Yeah. So a common cause of this is just, on the phone a lot and, working on the computer and all that sort of stuff. So, an issue that can arise with this sort of thing is there's a tendon, it's called the how do you say that? Supraspinatus tendon. And it's in the shoulder, and it's at a greater risk of impingement, which causes shoulder pain because it's a tendon in the shoulder, and it's rubbing on the shoulder blade. So exercises that should be avoided, vertical shoulder exercises, as like the shoulder press is one of them, until better alignment, like the alignment is improved. Exercises that work well for it are exercises that require the shoulder joint to be externally rotated, such as rows, and we'll work on lengthening the lats and the pectoral muscles.
So like them Cuban presses as well, that.
Yeah. And the other thing I noticed was a little bit of like winged scapulas on both sides. The most common cause is weakness of the serratus anterior muscle, which lies deep under the scapula and pectoral muscles. I'll actually show you. I've got a little. So you got the serratus anterior, so it's just under the pectoral muscles.
My chesticles.
So this sort of affects the range of movement of the shoulder joint. Scapular stability exercises, such as band pull apart, like the ones you were showing me earlier with the resistance band, is good for that. And improving flexibility in the pectoral muscles and upper traps, and some exercises that are good are squats, goblet squats and bodyweight squats. They're preferred over like barbell because when you have that sort of issue, it puts more stress on the spine. So I'll be sort of incorporating the sort of exercises that I've mentioned more so into the program. The functional movement assessment, I did I'll show you on the computer. So basically, I noticed mostly the issues with the single leg squat. So trunk parallel to shins. Your trunk wasn't quite parallel to the shins. You couldn't quite reach the 90-degree angle at the knee, and you had issues with the balancing when performing that movement. So basically, I just added up. You see, they added up there and down the bottom. Total ankle mobility, hip mobility is what we want to work on the most. So yeah, ankle and hip. And exercises to help with the mobility of the ankle are standing knee to wall, kneeling knee to wall, and calf myofascial release. So it's kind of like a massage you can do on your own with like a foam roller. You kind of like put your calf on it, and you find where it's tight on the tightest spot.
Got one of those hand roller ones.
Yeah.
I found it the other day. It's awesome.
You kind of like push down on it, like hold it there to like release tension. And then some corrective strategies for hip mobility, similar stretches to the one I just mentioned, but more like aimed towards obviously the hip, and activating the appropriate muscles to help with improving technique. It would be including things like glute bridges and single leg prone hip extension. So on your stomach, on your stomach, and you lift your leg up. So moving on, the range of movement tests, they're all pretty good. They're all normal except for the Thomas test, which is the one where your leg was hanging over the edge of the table. And I noticed that, especially in your, it was your right leg, I think, your right knee. It's meant to be at an angle of 90 degrees when you let it hang, but it was instead of like that, it was more like that. It was like 115 degrees. So we'll incorporate some stretching to help lengthen the hip flexor muscles. And for the dynamic strength tests, your results are really good actually. Just like I looked up the comparative data sort of thing. So your max body weight squats, you did 30, which is like above average. It's a good rating. And the pull-ups, not the chin-ups, you did the pull-ups, you did 10, which is also a good rating. But going on into the future programming will be more comparing your own results against yourself and trying to improve those results, and then incorporating exercises to improve the muscles in those areas, and just
So is that progressing the workout or adding weight to workout, or?
Pretty much. Well, yeah. So yeah. Thanks for coming.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Well.
Thanks. All right, I think that's it.